afternoon and welcome to BBC School Report from Hornsey School. Our top stories today include reports of Education Secretary changes to the way pupils are taught. We investigate how the school might react to such changes. Also in education, the importance of literacy was celebrated last week of World Book Day. What did Hornsey do to mark this special day? And as Malala returns to school, what are the key issues facing young women in education in 2013? Also, with Twitter celebrating its 7th birthday, we wonder whether there should be tougher sentences associated with internet bullying. First, reports have emerged that Michael Gove wants to go back to basics in the classroom, which include getting 9-year-olds to learn and recite poems, and which encourage teachers to rely on old-fashioned rote learning. Our reporter Alex has more.
Michael Gove, the Educational Secretary, has introduced new plans for national curriculum in which children will be taught by memorising facts, poems and rules. We're here at Hornsey to test Michael Gove's ideas and learn more. I'm now going to interview Head of English Department, Miss Emma. Hi Miss, I'd like to ask you a few questions on children's spellings. Okay. Do you think children should get endless lists of spellings to improve their accuracy?
It's a difficult one because I do think it's important for some words that students learn how to spell them, particularly the words that don't follow set patterns. But actually it's much more useful for students when they're learning to spell correctly to learn the rhythms and the patterns of spelling.
I'm now going to ask Miss Ball for her opinion. Miss, I would like to ask you a few questions about Michael Gove's new techniques. Would children the age of 7 improve their chances on GCSEs if they learn a new foreign language then?
I definitely think that learning a foreign language from a young age is a very important skill. We know from recent research now that there is a window of opportunity between the ages of 2 to 3 to 11 where our capacity for learning language is at its highest.
Hello. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Go on then.
Would giving you an endless list of facts and figures help you improve in your writing instead of doing it the interactive way?
No, I don't think so, because I'll have too much information in my head and I'll struggle during the test, and I'm a visual person and it doesn't really help me.
Thank you. It's been a great pleasure talking about this issue. Goodbye.
Thank you, Alex. English should be fun, but with nearly 20% of the world population being unable to read and write, and only 75% of people in the UK having read a book at all last year, it has become more important than ever to raise levels of literacy. Last week we saw the celebration of World Book Day. Our team have this special report. Hello, I'm Ellie reporting from the BBC School Report. Today is World Book Day at Hornsey School for Girls, and we are inviting students and staff to dress up as their favourite childhood characters.
My name is Scourge. Meow.
So what is World Book Day?
World Book Day is an international event that happens once every year all across the globe. It is a chance for people to celebrate their love of reading, writing and just to simply have fun.
Students and staff are invited to dress up as their favourite book characters.
Let's go see their outfits.
My name is Clara Kent, but you can call me Supergirl. I'm the Karate Kid. Hiya! I'm Katniss Everdeen. May the odds be ever in your favour. I'm She-Hulk. Oh, yeah.
But some people got a bit carried away.
Come on, Alice. We've got a school report to do.
Then we went to see Mr. Barrow, the librarian.
So who are you dressed as today?
Today I'm dressed as the Tsar from Tolstoy's novel War and Peace.
And what was your favourite childhood book?
The books I really loved when I was a child were all the Dr. Seuss books. Cat in the Hat and Berenstain Bears and all those sorts of things.
And as a librarian, what does World Book Day mean to you?
I think it's an opportunity to kind of, well, for everyone to dress up and have a bit of fun, to kind of bring some of the books that we read alive. But it's also nice just to have a day of celebrating the pleasure of reading, which is one of the many faculties of reading. I mean, we read for education, we read to learn, we read newspapers for news and stuff like that. It's nice just to celebrate reading for pleasure.
Thank you.
All right.
So, what book are you from?
I'm from Alison.
But it wasn't just about dressing up, there was also a book sale and a swap.
I'm Dustbin Baby by Jacqueline Wilson.
And who are you?
And I am Max from Where the Wild Things Are.
What was your favourite book when you were younger?
Oh, that's a tricky question. I really liked Enid Blyton because she used to describe these wonderful adventures that I always wished that I could go on.
Well, I think when I was a kid, this was probably one of my favourite books, which is why I chose it today, because it's got a great story and lots of lovely pictures to look at. When I was really little, of course.
This has been Ellie, Leah, Jasmine and Esme for the BBC School Report of World Book Day at Hornsey School for Girls. It's been a great day. Back to the studio.
That report ended by Jasmine. Thank you. Now, Malala Yousafzai achieved world notoriety last year when she demanded to be educated. Our reporter Tabitha exposed the dire situation facing girls' education globally.
All over the world, girls and young women are out of education. In fact, worldwide, only 30% of girls attend secondary school. I'm here at Hornsey to investigate this topic further. Plan UK helps to provide an education for girls and young women across the globe. In Pakistan, girls' education has improved in the last few years, but still approximately 14% of girls do not attend school. A 15-year-old schoolgirl from Pakistan called Malala has been promoting and campaigning for girls' education, doing similar work to that of Plan. For promoting girls' education, Malala was tragically shot in the head after the Taliban attacked her on a school bus. After Pakistani surgeons had removed the bullet from her skull, Malala was flown to Birmingham's Queen Elizabeth Hospital in the United Kingdom. Now we know that Malala finds an education important, but I think we should get a teacher's view to really understand the importance of learning.
Well, I suppose the press coverage has been a great, how should I say it, motivator for Pakistan, because clearly they've taken steps to ensure that this girl, Malala, actually has an education, and clearly things have happened within our own country whereby that has been provided for. My own question now would be for the government, what else is going to take place? Because Malala wasn't just about one girl. In a sense, her name could mean all girls, and therefore, what are they doing for all girls? And how can we, as a nation, work together to make sure that happens?
Malala is clearly a great inspiration to girls and young women. Let's get the view of a schoolgirl at Hornsey School for Girls, reporting on how she has affected her and the fellow students.
So, Bailey, how was Malala an inspiration to you?
I think she's such an inspiration because she promotes equal education all around the world for young girls and women.
It is obvious that Malala has had a great impact on girls' education, not just here at Hornsey, but across the UK. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Tabitha. Today marks the 7th birthday of Twitter. With an ever-increasing number of people using social media more frequently, our final report asks whether or not punishments for misuse of social media sites should be more severe. Over to you.
Welcome to the BBC School Report. Today marks the 7th birthday of Twitter, but the significant question is, should there be a stronger penalty for people who cyberbully? Now to our correspondent, Sophia.
Thank you. I'm here with Mr. Scamiotis, who I'll be interviewing about the restraints on social media. So, do you think children should have more limitations online?
I think they should have some limitations, but it's impossible to block children and young people going online permanently. So I think education is the way forward, and people should be educated into what kind of information they should be giving on sites like Twitter and Facebook, and what information they shouldn't be sharing, like their names, addresses and personal information, making friends with people that want to be their friends just ad hoc without actually checking who they are.
Over 80% of teenagers use mobile phones regularly, and over half of them have experienced some form of cyberbullying. This begs the question, are teenagers really safe on the internet?
Cyberbullying can take many forms. Sending mean messages or threats, spreading rumours, hacking someone else's account, posting unflattering pictures of another person, and many others. Many parents are worried for their children's safety in cyberspace.
And now, an interview with Jasmine Robb, a Hornsey Girls student.
So, Jasmine, what kind of social network sites do you use?
I usually use Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, MySpace, just really normal stuff.
What kind of stuff do you do on those websites?
Well, some of them are apps, so really it's just phone-based, so really you couldn't kind of link stuff, but you could. So on normal apps I would just socialise really, so if I wanted to meet with anyone that I knew, I would say, okay, do you want to go to the cinema or would you like to go to the park with me? And really it's just a way to contact your friends without all the hassle.
I am Sheree Rayon Henry, and that was your BBC School Report News. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us on this important day for Hornsey School for Girls. Goodbye.